Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? I have something for y'all. I have something for y'all. All right. We did it. We did it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Expo coming with the tier 1. Thank you so much, man. I hope you're having a great day. Let's go. Let's go. What is up, guys? Changing update from the other day. Watched a few more streamers play this. Got their perspective after deep thought whether to spend the money or not. My tax return dropped now. My fiance are going to hop on tonight. Hell yes. Enjoy. Also playing with friends or family or loved ones. That is one way to maximize Scroop time. So perfect. Way to go, dude. Way to go. Exclamation mark Spud. You just have to spend an hour as wardens in the war. So just make sure you're on Able Shard and you're good to go. You'll be good. You'll be good. What's up, Twitch? What's up, YouTube? GTA 7 before the stream starts. That's toxic. That's toxic. Came back home just in time for stream. Hell yeah, Stoney. What's up, man? I hope you're having a good day. Don't think I ever caught one of these streams from the start. Well, hey, today's a good day. Today's a good day. Collies are making a big push at Farragut Coast. Were they? I thought they were pushing Apollos. We're gonna be. Where am I? I'm in Sanctum, I think, today. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're gonna be in Sanctum today. Were they pushing? Last I saw, they had pushed out of Apollos a little bit. But we'll see. We're gonna be in Sanctum today because there's a pretty big battle going on. But guys, y'all have been asking for bombers, okay? Right? Y'all been asking for bombers. Last night, we decided to do bombing runs, okay? So, I'm going to play for like the next 20 minutes. I'm going to play our bombing recording from yesterday. So you guys can see how we run bombing runs, how we do our comms, how we get through it, that type of stuff. Because this will be in a video, but it'll probably be. I'm almost done with this. I'm almost done actually with episode 3 of War 132. It was far easier to edit now that I've got a lot of the graphics finished for stuff. So this will be an episode. But if you want to see uncut like full bomber things, it's hard to do bomber ops on stream just because QRF would be crazy. I'm not going to say we're not going to do it, but at least for right now, you know, there it goes. Someone just knocked something over. Don't know what that was. All right, so here you go. There you go. Does this work? All right. Up to max altitude at 87 knots.
Oh, Jesus. Oh God, the border print is extraordinary resolution.
165. 86 knots. Becker, can you type in region chat bombers inbound?
I forgot what the heck the type button was.
Type it. Press enter and start typing.
I got it.
What's our altitude for
40 meters of 40 meters above the ground, so it'll be that bottom.
When are we leveling it out?
We'll
Just
start
over
our
Terra.
descent.
I'm a little off. I need to adjust here again.
Copy.
I'm now on a 145 heading, about to cross the Mara Bridge.
We'll descend as soon as we get past the Mara Bridge.
Okay. Crossing Mara Bridge, starting to descend.
Bomber 2 descend.
Bomber 1. At salvage field, taking a turn, 43 meters.
And then we can decrease speed to 67 knots.
67 knots. for salvage field.
Understood. Ooh, this weather's not ideal.
Bombs away, bombs away, bombs away. Bomber 1, bombs away.
Careful, you're up friendlies.
All bombs away.
There's an enemy super heavy
All
down there.
bombs away. Bomber 1 is out of it.
Good hit. You hit that factory hard. I don't think it got destroyed though.
Dude, it's so freaking cool, man. So freaking cool. Bomber 1, max speed. So cool, dude. Rising to max altitude. So cool.
Bomber 2 will go same.
So, randoms just started doing a push yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And we had a couple of spuds who were like, you know what?
Husk, dropping back
What if we just decided to PvE this base and actually make a push going on? So we did that. So what was going to be just like one or two, we were originally just going to try to hit like some facilities. We decided to almost be like close air support. And yeah, get through the stuff. So here we can, so you guys can see how we do this. Ammo fac on our side, yeah.
I need Newman.
I'm gonna drop below you
Look,
guys
there's a
so I don't fuse
167.
into you again.
86 pounds.
Just so you guys can see how we have comms and how we all do it. I thought y'all would love to see kind of behind the scenes this stuff. If you are ground crew, if you can just confirm in Reggie chat that you are getting the bombs. We ended up dropping nearly 300 bombs on the front line. It was so much fun. Is that ammo fac on our side, yeah?
Newman just said they need the mortar house to die.
Bomber 1 adjusting.
It says it's. Oh yeah.
Headed at mountain. Believe that mortar house is next to salvage.
It's on the map. This is step 1. Pinged. Has 151 upvotes.
Okay. Bomber 1 crossing. It's really interesting hearing how cool and calm and quiet like all of our airplane comms were so quiet. It's so cool. Like comms in the air compared to comms on land is just so it's so cool, man. It's night and day difference. It's so cool. BB and I go for that. We can split, or it's
Yeah,
if there's more.
I can try to hit the BB and the factory in the same run.
Okay.
And then if you split to the west, should work
Yeah, I
out.
just have to do a bit more of a cut. I'll just follow the hard ball. So the call out. So what we started doing was because we wanted to get some bomber practice in, right? So our original target was at almost 10 bomber runs. We did 4 bombing runs with 2 bombers. 4 bombing runs with 2 bombers. So yeah. Our original target was we wanted to hit this facility. We dehusked, I think we dehusked one. But anyway, we just wanted to do some lines here and kind of destroy some industry. But then when they started pushing, we wanted to do close air support. They called out to knock out this mortar house and also garrisons. So while we were reloading, our objective changed from just hit this line again to try to come in and help this push. So that's what we're discussing right now. Is we originally have flight plans that have like headings, distance, direction, all that type of stuff. So when we're in the air, we can actually adjust our headings. And so where I'm discussing right now with Wise, the other Bomber 2 pilot, that the best course of action to hit this mortar house would be to keep normal heading for this run. But when we get over our turn, instead of doing the distance, we take a wider turn and then we just eyeball the hardball road and come in here. So we're adjusting. We're kind of discussing on the fly how to adjust this. I'll just follow the hardball. Okay.
The message in the region chat.
Yeah. Dehusk means completely destroy, so it can't be rebuilt, and retain the equipment or tech. So it's completely flat and they have to build a new one. That's what dehusk means.
Got 2 flatbeds on the way to Talvin for more bombs.
Sick.
That's awesome.
And we're gonna take Fahrenheit by the end of the week.
I need to top off this flatbed real quick. 1 second.
About to cross Mara Bridge. Bomber 1 dropping to 40 meters.
Bomber 2 crossing.
How many hexes can a bomber fly? 2 comfortably. Bomber 1 turning, final heading.
Copy.
You cannot dehusk a relic or town hall, no. Only player built stuff.
Actually, do more of an adjustment because I'm hitting the mortar house. 1 second.
Understood.
So yeah, I did my adjustment because I got to turn around to follow Hardball Road.
West, going to Talvin.
Bomber 2 at 38 meters, going down to 67 knots. Here, Moi, let's switch. I'm on the right side. It'd be easier for me.
Oh,
to
I'm
hit
already
the
in the
mortar.
turn. I'm in the turn.
Copy.
67 knots.
Okay. Bomber 2, bombs away, bombs away, bombs away.
Bomber 1 bombs away, bombs away, bombs away, bombs away, bombs away. Mortar house is dead. Mortar house is dead.
Or out.
All bombs complete. Bomber 1 is heading out.
There's no one left in those trenches.
Bomber 2, bombs complete. Head
So-
out. We,
This is so it's been so cool doing this, and then we did let's see here. So we land, do another. I think we had. We had a long time in. Here we go. It carried 35 bombs. Yeah,
The way we're,
be horrifying on the ground.
they can't really
It's great for your friendlies to see it, right?
see attacks.
How expensive are these runs? They're very expensive, but we have the means to do it. This originally started as almost like a training type thing where we wanted to test what could do, and we just found more bombs and said, why not?
Bomber 1 40 meters. Bomber 1 turning.
But we do think we need to. There's a couple different ways to fly to really make sure you dehusk or destroy concrete and stuff. So we're trying to practice a few different methods. But for the push, like what we're trying to just help is we're trying to help our infantry and tanks push into the city. And so that's the main reason why we're doing this. And like that one was a little too much on the trenches. Probably could have done a little
Bombs
earlier.
complete. Bomber 1 heading out.
Copy. I watched your line. I see a lot better now.
So real quick, can you choose a payload type? Just one set of bombs. Oh, whoops. The reason, so with our fuel, there's a couple things. We tried to do a second pass one time, or Bomber 2 did, and it was very sketchy on fuel. Very sketchy on fuel. And then there's also the ability of like people jumping on flak and stuff. Bombers take a long time to turn. So you'd have to, you kind of have to do a big turn over combat area to get back. Yeah. So it was pretty effective at getting our infantry on the ground to push, clearing out some space. After we kind of looked at what we did and maybe we can change things and maybe different angles, different approaches, different speed, that type of stuff. Like we tried a bunch of different stuff. Very good training opportunity, a lot of fun, really helped with the push, created a lot of devastation. Overall, I think what's more important is that our crews got familiar with using the bombers, and it's been super fun. It's from last night, yeah. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So this is what we're doing. Yesterday I didn't stream. I had a migraine. I ended stream a little early 2 days ago. I all of a sudden got a migraine, and so I was kind of on, kind of off for the next day. And then yesterday, my head started clearing up like early afternoon. So then I just chilled for a bit, and yeah. So yeah, sorry no stream yesterday. But then this evening or yesterday night, decided to jump on for some of this. So it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I died. So now we're into the live war. First time here in stream, long time eye in the sky viewer. Never seen this game before. Never seen Foxhole? God damn, man, you're gonna like it, Havoc. It is the mills. Oh God, we lost concrete. Where are we? There's a lot of dead concrete here, man. I betrayed y'all? How'd I betray y'all? Is there an optimum speed altitude for fuel consumption? Kind of. I think kind of is the best answer. You don't want to go max speed. We have a cruising speed that we like to keep like 20 or so under max. And it's really just... Oh my goodness. Are we pushing out a little bit? Pushing out a little bit. But yeah, if you do max speed, your bombs don't have the best to spread. Oh, nice on fire. Dude, this is sick. Dude, Foxhole just looks so cool, man. That BB is toast. The bombing runs are a blast, man. Bombing runs are a blast. Would this be a lot for someone to get the game and hop into a war? It's not. It looks intimidating, but BB is dead. BB is dead. But if you were to just jump into the front line, it's very basic if you're just to jump in the front line.
The BB is down, guys.
Ooh.
MoiDawg.
Was a new video gonna drop? Hopefully tomorrow. I'm actually almost done with it. There's gonna be an eye in the sky tonight though.
Man, that's a lot of artillery. Yeah. It ain't gonna
Concrete on it right
Do we have maximum latrines, boys?
maximum latrines.
Let's
I
see.
mean,
I'm
yeah,
trying to check on
kitchens.
Farinac real quick.
Maximum
Farinac
kitchens.
looks okay.
Maximum latrines.
King's Cage looks a little sketch. Actually, gonna grab a Lockster. it possible to fly a plane in this game as solo casual? Yeah, dude. The scout planes are very, very good. Scout planes are very good. Very maneuverable as well.
I came back to deposit something.
Fun to use.
Thank you.
Relatively cheap.
I lost my mortar tube and I
Can land, take off pretty much anywhere.
Too strong. I can't do a counter battery with this.
What's Eye in the Sky? Eye in the Sky is the squad videos I make where it's like esports commentate a battle. How long does it take to learn to fly the scout plane? We do it within 10 minutes. But you might crash first couple times. But it's relatively recoverable, the scout plane. There, crash dive bomber. Oh, crash! Yeah, see, that's a crash scout plane. Keep pushing. Take the trench. Take the trench. Come on. Fairnat continues. This is Sanctum, man. This is in Marban. The Hollow. The Marban Hollow. D-House, nice, nice. Some Bane out here. Ooh. AT here as well. We will have maidens. Get out of here. Wardens are on the comeback, man. Harry waiting for you. Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Don't we just have like 3 picks? I forgot about that. I was supposed to do it last night, and then I had to play a video game for 3 hours. I'm sorry. Dude, I had to fly a bomber, man. The bombers had to be wheels up at 10. All right, I had to watch Dance Moms with my wife from 9:15 to 10, and then wheels up at 10. Okay, all right. We had night with the kiddos. They were in bed by 8:30, asleep. We had some time with the dog. Fed the dog, hung out with the dog. Got, cleaned up a little bit. Dance Moms, 9:15. Wheels up on the bombing raid, 10 o'clock. Right? I mean, oof. This is a classic Frontline experience. This is a classic, more deaths by artillery. I can't use that Excel spreadsheet with my my phone. I have to get on my PC to do it. I tried doing the drop down, and I don't know all the first year players, so I have to. Yeah, it's annoying. Dance Moms, dude, Dance Moms. Oh my God, it is like, I thought Dance Moms was cool, like a guilty pleasure, like 10 years ago or whatever when it came out. Dude, being a dad. And a lunaire with gas, bro. Being parents of a kid currently in dance seeing Dance Moms is like wild.
Smelt that.
That show, those moms are absolutely insane. Like they're actively crazy.
Bullets on. Tanks up the road.
Get the gas, get the gas. Get him in the gas. Get him in the gas.
Nemesis incoming.
You're just a silly looking tank there, bud.
Hey, give me that rocket launcher, man. That's my rocket launcher.
Whoa. I didn't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you can make gas bombs for bomb, oh dude, if you could make gas bombs for bombers, gas artillery, that'd be. I think that's like a you think you do but you don't situation. I think that's a think you think you do but you don't. How many chemical weapons are being used today? Yes. Yes.
There we go. Now this is
You have any Verses? I'm hoping I can have a heavy weapons uniform. No.
You're inside, get ready to repair. Get inside if you're repair crew.
No heavy weapons uniform.
Alright, we have both guns, man.
Hey Scorpion, can you run over this? Can you run over the sandbag over here real quick?
Which one,
Yeah, these
Marcus?
ones.
I think those were for Lunaires, but I guess I can.
All right, we'll Lunaire and gas spam.
Build them later. Just need to
Do we have
confirm.
Tremolo?
I'm running them
Here,
over.
clear the way,
Just run
coming
them
through,
over.
going forward, going forward.
Nice.
Going forward, excuse me.
Bomber bombs and gas artillery shells will be amazing. Do you actually want gas artillery? Is that a thing that you want?
Which one? Which one? That one's cool.
What do uniforms do? Uniforms specialize with certain things. So like the heavy weapons uniform, I can carry more shells. Like they stack, it lowers the encumbrance of them. You have like a specialized backpack for RPGs and AT and stuff. Like, so for example, the Collies, this Lunaire, this little grenade launcher is so good. I die. Is so good because they have a grenadier outfit. So I think they can carry 14 grenades. How many grenades can they carry? Like 14 or something crazy. So the Lunaire is by far the best PvE weapon in the game. And I think it's the best trench clearer weapon in the game. And so they can carry like a Lunaire blob, 18 grenades. So 3 people can put out, I mean, enough DPS to kill like an entire bunker within seconds. And like, I'm not even exaggerating because the Lunaire rate of fire is so high and the outfit is so good.
Yeah, they're making it into the moon. It's like...
If you guys look at all of the major partisan ops that have been recorded and posted, like killing big bases or like battleships or dry docks, facilities, they're all done with Lunaires. Like even the Wardens, all of the Warden ops are done with Lunaires, so that should tell you something. want light shells for Artie. Smoke would be cool. Like imagine having like smoke rounds. But the problem is people will cheese it. It'll just spam smoke. Partisan is going in like behind enemy lines and sabotaging. Try to get my kit out here. There's just like so much stuff on the ground that it's not worth trying to build another kit. Let's do this. Oh, they're pushing again.
No, just click it. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe we try sniper? I don't know if I've really done the sniper. Hey, smoke Artie and mass push would be sick. Nerf the collies. Yeah, I think it'd be cool, but I also think that it would be cheesy. It'd be so cheesy for smoke. Ooh, we're running out of supplies, man.
No, he's dead now.
So many bodies here, dude. Gotta wait for the crosshair. What? How did he shoot me? I didn't even see him. Thank you. This relic desperately needs Logi. Thank you. Just everyone's sniping. All the snipers. Sometimes you just want to snipe. Gotta wait for the crosshairs. Sniper gameplay kind of lame, I think, in Foxhole. Yeah, this is the range I have. I just got hit with, I don't even know what. Sniper gameplay. Oh, dive bomber missed. There's another one back here. Artie guns here. Long rifle, the Lockster? Or like the Cinder? The Cinder? Do Cinder. It's a lot of pounding. I mean, entire front concrete's dead. Oh my goodness. Bro! I don't think we can do anything. You on defense? No, we're attacking. We're attacking. Definitely not because we're stuck up on this mountain. That's it. There are shotguns in Foxhole. I don't know if we can actually do anything. I thought we're having a little bit of a flex out. But no, we're just getting pounded.
We gotta go.
Not sure if we're gonna stay here. Doesn't look like you're attacking, you're camping.
Find somebody on the turret, please, somebody. Open up.
Oh.
I'm open, man.
I mean, it is what it is. Is there no 12? There is 12-7. It is what it is. Where is he? 12-7. You think this position is defensible? Yeah, but after a certain amount of time, you're just trying to hold so they don't attack elsewhere. Probably will go down just based on how it looks.
We're fine.
We're tracked.
Need to try to get something here.
Watch out, probably come down, probably.
There's sandbags.
Pushing this right side.
Tank rush him? If only it was that easy. I think we're out of meds. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on, let me get it right here. Burfield, so we can stand on it. Burfield, can you move?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. I think there's one more in the relic. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know about you guys, but I think we're cooked.
We need to survive the night, guys.
I think we're cooked. Survive the night, guys. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, bye.
Oh, that got tracked? I think it just rolled down the hill because it's tracked. Nice collie stolen collie tank. Dude, the infantry support tank, the IST, I think is the best tank in the game. The IST is incredible.
Russian name, move please. Thank you.
Oh, I was about to go down there. Maybe not. Maybe shouldn't. Yeah, this is Sanctum. It's not looking too good. Have a gas mask, gonna hold strong.
Thank you.
Extra filters anywhere? Hold, hold, hold. How's the war going for you guys? Doing great, man. Doing great. This is fine. Everything is fine. We want them here, actually. This is the preferred situation.
Be careful, be careful. Drove the tank and the enemy.
He's calling everyone else pussy and he stole the tank.
The amount of gas spam, the lunaire spam. Mixing the gas with the tremolas. That's dirty.
We need to get down there and kill the people tremoling us.
All right, lead the way.
If they have the tremolas, if we have the tremolas, they can't shoot us. Come on.
We need to get down here.
It's freaking belly flopped. Come on, infantry movement. Come on. Why can't I get up the rocks? I just got killed by a friendly.
Take dust. Take dust.
Hey, medic, 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 medic. Hey, medic, medic, medic.
Okay, all right, dude, I like that. Oh, he's pushing, but he doesn't have a weapon himself. All right, Samson. Okay. Kill Tremola. We got it. Push with SMGs, kill Tremola. We can do it. Okay, I like that, dude. I liked it. Kill. We will hold. Just started playing this game again. Any tips? Last time I played was 2024. Honestly, just go to the front line and look how the front line's different, because the bases are a little different, but overall the combat is kind of the same. Just the way people attack and kill things, I think, is different.
You need to put
It's not like crazy, but it's enough where you should, I think, do front line a little bit longer, even if you're like a Logi player. I'm pushing him off the hills. Friendly, watch it. Come on. Throw that. Create some space. Oh.
Burn their children.
Burn their children? Jesus Christ. I agree. Oh, it's missing a filter. Oh, I just died. So much gas, dude. I found Obi-Wan in game. You have Ospreys and gas, just spam them as well. Dude, did you see how long it took me to fire an Osprey? it is the reload and aiming is so crazy with an Osprey. Like, I'm not saying I didn't do it because you know it's better than nothing, but it is. Oh no! Relic's on fire, on fire. Can I, what? Oh, I have to refuel a bucket? How do I actually don't know how to do this. Do I refill like this? I don't know how to do it. I've never, how do I, oh, it needs to be in my inventory, not in my third spot. Got it.
Where are those?
Don't worry, I got a bucket.
Nice.
I will save the entire place. Easy. Fire is almost out. Oh, it is out. No, it's not out. Again, everyone's on fire inside here. God damn, dude.
Don't stand in the hallway, guys. Don't stand in the hallway. Jim.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Repair that RT gun, flag gun.
Okay. Oh. Thank you.
Yo, yo.
Hey, here's an idea. Stop being on fire.
How are the planes affecting the battles now? Good dive bombers will delete literally everything all of the time. Like tank lines will just get like 2-shot by dive bombers. I think the fighters on both factions need like 8 more minutes of fuel. Like I think they need a hard buff to actually do combat air patrols and stuff. Like if I think they're good, but it's very hard to counter something like a dive bomber or a bombing run, because all you have to do is just wait until, like, if someone sees, like, hey, do you see fighters? And if they don't see fighters, then you can go in. And if people say, oh yeah, there's fighters on the front line, all you have to do is just wait like 5 minutes, and then the airspace is going to be clear because they have to RTB, you know? So it's kind of cool actually with this. That's kind of a wild range. Bomber. Call him Bomber. Call him Bomber. Yo, get reps on this, please. Did it get destroyed? Right before the bomb? Oh, no, it's right here. Dude, did I just get killed right before the bombers come in? Bro, come on, man. I just got killed right before the bombers came in. Absolute disaster. Can I show the map, please? What's the plan? The plan is the collies are right here, and we need them to not be here. That's the plan.
We have another flak cannon just west of here right now. By the way.
West on the other side? Oh, someone's on it. Someone's on it.
I'm still alive.
I know. I just got shot off this one. I'm going to put binos on so I can see. Do we have binos? Yes.
Fire truck. It doesn't look like we have one up here anymore.
I'll put some binos on so I can see for you.
Alright, sweet. That works, and somehow, in case somehow I missed a giant as fuck bomber.
I mean, yeah, I'm guessing they're going to come right up the pipe here in the south.
I'm guessing they're gonna come south.
Yeah.
No one's giving any direction on where it's
It
coming
says
from.
prepare for bomber.
I'm bad at reading names.
I'm scanning. I don't see anything. It's eerily quiet when you're in like AA view.
Hey, that's an enemy.
Very quiet.
Someone killed the colonial.
If they killed the bomber, there would have been a -1 bomber and a lot of F spam. So I don't think so.
It's queued at the border.
Is it actually? That's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Both of them hit the border and they just got queued.
That's funny as hell. Where are they crossing in from?
Log ahead.
Get a hospital up. Don't worry about shirts. There is a the hospital bunker right here.
So they're gonna be coming from south probably. Then.
Yo, infantry, let's get to that BB. I'm trying to get Logi in now. We're starting to push out. There you go. Come on, come on. Literally, I'm the only one? Really? Really?
Yo, Plasma.
Bro.
You doing something?
I wish there was a died by artillery stat. I want to see how many times I've died by artillery. Best weapon to counter Lunaire spam is the Dusk. There is really no way to counter Lunaire spam. It is, you have to, I don't know, hit him from behind or something. I mean, it's like, it's very difficult to counter those guys. Speaking of Dusk. If they're already blobbing, you're probably going to lose a piece, so you have to hit them from behind. The front lines of this war has been stagnant for 2 weeks. Oh yeah, it's been wild. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Sharp. Oh, he died before, but he died before I killed him. Okay, good. I feel better.
Too many of us in one crater. Suboptimal.
That was friendly.
Enemies west.
Medic! Thank you! Medic!
Medic.
Medic! Don't let me die out here!
Someone.
Medic! 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 Thank you!
There you go.
I still think this war is going to last 45 days. Sorry I can't join you in the other because I'm at school. I joined yesterday when I was in King Cage, the battle for sword. Dude, King Cage has been wild. First of all, real life comes first. So whenever you can hop in war, love to have you. But dude, King Cage has been kind of crazy. King Cage has been kind of crazy. But GG's, man, if you were over there. It's been cool to see KC pushing. That was a good Osprey shot. Long war is good war? Oh, yeah, man.
Thank you.
Medic! Thank you. Just gotta help this line here.
Medic supplies here.
Is that Collie's behind us? Sticky. Come on. Push him back. There we go. Oh my God, dude. God. Dude, I the amount of times I've spilled Diet Coke on myself on stream, I'm done. I cannot have, I put my sodas right in front of me and I move my hand and now I got Diet Coke all over my pants. God damn it, dude. 1 second. A sippy cup? Yeah, right. Every time I come to stream, he's feeling that guy is so stupid, man.
Hey, the enemy outlaw's dead.
If you're drinking a bottle, dude, even if I put my drink in a bottle, I would somehow knock it over when I had the cap on. It's just like I can't do it for whatever reason. Just not how I do. Bro, what in the world? How they missed the AT gun and I got smacked behind the AT gun. We're close to 6 million last time I logged. What, 6 million deaths? The bloodiest war was only 8 or 9. Yeah, I think I think we're gonna get to 10 million deaths this war. Easy. Easy. Is that a Bane? Bane uses AP RPG ammo, right?
These fucking tanks stop blowing up the sandbags, for the love of God. They're fucking trying to protect these fuckeries from the nairs, dude. God damn, man. Fucking trying to have to make the sandbag wall.
Bombast.
You've lost
Stop sticky. I guarantee they won't come back and do it again.
Reload with bombast coming. Bombast coming.
Bombing in 5. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I just died. I did. We're dead. We're all dead. Everybody's dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. Come on. Can I spawn at the little bunker base next by? I never set my Bua? I never set my spawn at the concrete BB. I'm across the water. Oh no.
Of course.
Oh dude, I forgot to do the concrete BB. This is a disaster.
This is a useful spawn point.
Quick. we gotta fight our way back.
Yeah.
Disaster.
God damn it.
Hopefully they've got CVs over there. Hopefully.
Yeah, they do have
return
CVs.
home.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
This is fine. Everything is fine. Oh, nice. Bomber down. Come on. It's like the Mogadishu Mile, man. Oh, the BB had no shirts, so it didn't matter. Oh no, we don't. This isn't Frozen. This is fine. This is fine. On that road to 10 million casualties. Yeah, right? How is the situation? It's not going well, region chat. Why are you even asking that? How you doing? Not well. Not well at all. CVs are damaged. Oh man. Yeah, all the wardens in Marvin need thoughts and prayers right now. Okay, so I need those of y'all who have played over the past year or so regularly, I need you to honestly look at the situation, try not to cope about it, but wardens I've read over that, like usually, yeah, callies push through whatever. Wardens were saying that the fact that it took this long for Sanctum to fall is actually a good thing, and normally we'd be like in Viper Pit already. A couple years ago, I remember Viper Pit was usually frontline pretty quickly. Is this an accurate statement still, or is that just straight cope? The fact that it took like 23 days to get to 25 days to get to Viper's Pit. Watch the mines there. It's straight cope. Wardens usually hold at Mox, not Sanctum. Yeah, I thought Sanctum was pretty easy to knock out. Little column A, little column B. Well, this doesn't look good. All right, new front line. New front line, let's do it. There's a BB in the back of Sanctum. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. You gotta believe, guys. You gotta believe. Pushing into MPF Hex and Vipers. We took the MPF Hex of Olavi's Wake. Super easy, by the way. So, 25 days to do it. For the collies, skill issue. Right? Is that how we're supposed to say that? Marvin was run by random, so I'm good. I haven't been east at all this war. So this is all whatever. It's so I'm of the opinion that I would love to win the war. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a shot off. I got a shot off. I would love to win the war, but I'm of the opinion that this war is going to be kind of crazy in terms of balance, and that like the real update war will probably be in like 2 or 3 wars. When we have a little bit more AA, when some of the things are tweaked. I think there's going to be like a big war later. Hold on. Thought I saw a fighter. Like, Wardens win, Collies win. I think everyone sees that there's like a lot of benefits to or there's like a lot of cool things in Foxhole Airborne, but that there's, you know, it needs to be not fixed. Fixed is the wrong word, but it needs to be. Oh, dude, we need to get bodies on. I'll be with Artie. Just send it. Drop it 100 meters. Just send it. We gotta get in the relic. Uh-oh. This is it, boys. This is it, boys. This is it. That's a Hydra. Come on. Come on, hold the line. Hold the line. Hold, hold, hold. Come on, get on up here, guys. We're pushing them back. I know, we got it. Come on, push.
Sanctum shall never fall.
Something like that. We have a guy. I need like filters. Naz, was there Artie there? Naz, 100 meters. Let's go. Come on. Is there ammo? Bro, are you really? What? What? Bro, is this real life? Is this real life? Is this real life? I know these shells are toxic, man. $100 meters, min range. Yo, scoot this over to the right a bit. It's to the right, to the right. Jump on here. I need to scoot it over to the right a little bit. I need to scoot over to the right just a little bit. All right, start sending it, man. To the last shell. This thing's almost dead. Mid-range, just mid-range, 100 meters. Danger close.
Oh shit, I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, mid-range. Yeah, drop it in mid-range. Now do what we can. There you go. That's the last round, man. Godspeed, Sith. Come on. The breaching, man. Hold the line. Enemy CV on the relic. DHS secretary got fired by social media post while giving a speech. I don't care about real wars. That's in the outside world. You have to, no, this is the real life, okay? Keep focus on this, all right? Callahan is real. DHS secretary, I don't know what that is, okay? It doesn't matter, all right? I want to know why the collies think they can just take Sanctum, okay? They're encroaching. They have Blemish. They built the wall at Blemish, but then they want more? Huh? Really? There is nothing here. I have one bone saw. This is not going well. I think Sanctum might be cooked. I think you're right. The bombers saved it. The bombers came in and won.
Don't stop until this shit drops.
To the last bullet.
To the last fucking turn.
That's what I'm saying. Make them waste it. Make them work for it.
Make them fight for this.
Just give it to them. Do my thing.
I got this. I won't.
The goodies, what they go on. The goodies. Dusk. Give me that.
All right, got yeah. There you go.
I will hold back their tank.
They get spray him with the water, man. Sprayer. We'll lock this down, Strawberry.
Damn right.
God, the fiddler's so ass. The fiddler is so ass. The fiddler is so ass. The fiddler is so ass.
Oh my god, it's MoiDawg. Hello, MoiDawg.
What's up, dude? Yo, who flew those bombers? That was sick. Do you guys know?
You see. Oh, yeah. And you see. Bro.
Dude, the,
I
what? Dude, I wanted to see what Sanctum was all about. It was fun.
150s get all to the good.
Yeah, it's actually impressive how rent-free I'm in all y'all's head, no matter what hex I'm in. I appreciate it, though.
It's so peak, it's so peak.
I know.
No, you're awesome, you're awesome.
What's real quick, what regiment did the heavy bombers? That was sick. Do you guys know?
UC, and
oh, UCM? Dude, that was legit. That was awesome. GG's. Fiddler OP? I'm sorry, dude. Liar. Liar. Liar is way better. Lion Claw. Camper, what's up, dude? This man got punched. Am I wrong in thinking there should be more passive deterrent against planes in general, like AIAs? I don't actually... heavy bombers are net? UA? Okay. Well, dude, that was awesome. That was sick. I don't necessarily think they need AI defenses. Because it'd be...
Bro, what the fuck
like,
is there
AI
power?
flak would be kind of crazy. But I do think there needs to be better detection, because right now having like liaison transmitters and all this kind of stuff is kind of dumb.
It's over, Warden! Lay down your weapons! It's over!
Propaganda.
Better intel. A 20 mil would work. There you go, man. You hit the bard? Or there more rounds?
Yeah, but it does no damage.
Yeah, it does. That thing shreds him.
It does?
Yeah, dude, it's shrapnel?
Yeah.
Well, blast a collie with it. Oh my god. Don't kill the flat gun. Don't do it. What's your take on the dive bomber? It is the second most overpowered thing in the game. It is the second most overpowered thing in the game. The first is Lunaire. There is zero counter to a dive bomber, because the proper way to counter the dive bomber would be to do like combat air patrols. Which I like if you okay, so here's the thing. If you are actually in the air when a dive bomber's in the air, it's a very easy kill. It's a very easy kill. Warden counter completely eliminated boats for collies. What? You guys have a carrier that's been like very effective at stuff. That's crazy. Let's take a look in the map real quick and see where is the war fought. Is it fought on the oceans, or is it fought in like where can a dive bomber be effective? I want you to count out the hexes in where a dive bomber can operate effectively. Just count for me without being away, right? Where can a dive bomber be effective? Literally every single hex. Literally every single. A torpedo bomber, I'm not saying if you get the torpedoes off that it's not good, because it is 100%, dude. But that thing is paper. When you eliminate a complete aspect of a game based on a plane, the thing does not normally fly around. It's enormous. It's very slow. Every shit that goes into the sea is instantly getting torped by scout planes. Colonials can't even play naval. You're complaining about the dive bomber? Bro, I don't... Okay, I guarantee... I promise you, and I am being genuine here, Wardens would trade the Naki and the torpedo bomber for the dive bomber. Like, not even memeing, and I'm not exaggerating. 1,000,000%. Are you kidding me? Because the thing is, most boats that are launched, like ships, who owns ships? Are they new players? Are they solo players? Is it you and a buddy? Did you just build a frigate and then took a frigate out? Or a DD?
Well then.
Well then.
Cool. Very cool.
Fuck is not vehicle to anti-air? Come on.
I think let's make a trade. There is no way in good faith that you would trade your dive bomber, which can turret frigates,
Just not here.
as well as kill tank lines. You would trade that for a torpedo bomber. You're actually joking.
Yeah, this
You're
base
actually
is
joking.
pretty questionable at best.
The dive bomber is so much more effective on everything. Like I want you guys to try to understand what I'm saying for a second instead of being faction brain for both sides, okay? Like, I'm not saying the torpedo bomber shouldn't kill ships, and I'm not saying the dive bomber shouldn't kill tanks. So I want to be very clear. I think the bombs are perfectly effective. I don't think the bomb should be nerfed. I don't think the damage should be nerfed. I don't think the range of a dive bomber should be nerfed. I don't think the speed at which you dive should be nerfed. I don't think the bomber itself should be nerfed. I don't. The problem is the dive bomber can show up, get in hex, delete a tank line. We've seen it happen. Delete a tank line within 30 seconds and then leave. You have no detection for it because most people aren't looking at liaison transmitters because they're garbage. Even the big radar arrays, you can't really tell what's going on. It's very difficult to detect. And typically, what would prevent actual dive bombers, and I'm not saying that flak isn't effective because flak does shred dive bombers. The problem is, typically, you would protect your ground assets with air. Like in any war, if you want to keep your ground alive from air, you use other air to kill air. Like, yes, if they get too close to your front line, you can flak them, but we don't have mobile anti-air artillery. EMGs are scuffy. You have to like crane and do all that stuff. You have to creep. Like, there's a whole logistics line to moving a flak, okay? We currently don't have a good way to control our airspace with other airplanes. And that is the big misstep in Foxhole Airborne. It makes it so the Colonials can't properly defend their ships from torpedo bombers, even though I think they can kind of with the carrier. And torpedo bombers in general are very easy to spot. They're very slow. You can kill them pretty easily. But torpedo bombers also can't launch anywhere. Like, they have to launch from land-based stuff because we don't have a carrier. So anyway, that's beside the point. If a dive bomber enters hex, what happens is tanks die, and then people in intel chat say dive bomber in whatever hex. So if fighters are nearby, they'll try to intercept. But typically, you would do your dive bomber run, and then you would wait like 10 or 15 minutes, and then just chill. And then you would say, hey, dude, are there any fighters on the front? And you say, yeah, there's 2 fighters here. There's a scout here. You're like, okay. And then you ask again, where are the fighters? It's like, I don't see any fighters. You're like, okay, I'm going to take off. I'm going to do my run, and I'm going to be back. So if you gave fighters for both Colonial fighters and Warden fighters, if you gave them about 8 more minutes of fuel time, what would happen is that you'd be able to do proper combat air patrols to control your airspace. You would still have gaps. You would still lose tanks. But you would allow a proper air force on both sides to control airspaces and to contest zones and to protect pushes. Because at the moment, it is almost impossible to do it unless you're literally right there. Unless you are literally right there. You can also see how good concrete is against bombers. Very good against bombers. So is that unreasonable? Am I being crazy? Am I being like Warden biased or something? I feel like that's a very reasonable take. And the reason the reason why dive bombers are so much more oppressive is because Wardens typically power spike with tanks. Wardens will typically power spike with tank lines. Dive bombers teched with like armored cars or something. So by the time we got armored cars, there were already dive bombers that would just delete things. So dive bombers got like a whole bunch of practice on stuff. There's no flak to worry about, so they just get to practice. And then the average player in Foxhole, like if I wasn't in a regiment, if I was just by myself, you're being factual. I'm not unreasonable, but the imbalanced release of planes is the problem. Half the current conversation would happen if both factions had both weapon platforms. It would. It would. There'd still be an issue with it, but I think people would be less salty. But the thing is, when colonials say we can't play naval, I want you to first be honest with yourself and ask you if any colonial has tried to seriously play naval over the past couple years. Probably not. You know, whether or not it's true or whether or not maybe they're just coping. There hasn't been, like, colonials haven't played naval forever. Okay, so like they typically lose in naval. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just stating colonials over the past couple of years have just lost naval. So I think personally, I think it's a combination of we've always sucked at it since the release. So we're not going to worry about it too much. Maybe we'll put some effort sometimes, but let's not worry about it because we think it's overpowered for the Wardens or whatever, and yada yada. So that's my opinion. Maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe it's not. Either way, if you own the Navy, what do? You are not a solo player. You aren't a solo player if you're in the Navy. You have a large regiment that builds large ships. You probably have 40 to 50 active players regularly that are doing anything from facility maintenance to logistics to maintaining docks to manning the frigate to running combat operations, like dozens of players in a frigate. Okay? So I'm not saying necessarily it's okay that one bomber should take that out because I still think a torpedo bomber should be able to knock it out.
Guy from the YouTube channel.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Oh, nice. I love your videos, man.
Oh yeah,
that work.
Hell yeah. The problem is the average Foxhole player. Such a low IQ take. I hate when you come back for a singular war and use your outreach from other games' popularity to hugely change the game which you actually play one war a year on. Dive Bombers came out with half-track tech. Oh, yeah, dude. How long have you played this game? I've played it for 3,700 hours. Okay? It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Like, you're literally like, oh, you didn't have the exact tech when it came out, so now your entire point is wrong. Like, come on. The average player in Foxhole, if you show up with your buddy, do you recommend, like, on Discord, on Reddit, on whatever, would you ever recommend a new player to build a ship? I want you guys to honestly answer me that. Would you ever recommend a new player to build a ship, to a Rinspear, a Strider, or would you say, dude, just go get an MPT? Go get a Spatha and join a tank line. Like, or would you say go grab a tank? Like, go get a tank. Okay, small ships, fine, whatever. Small ships are fun. Would you ever recommend a player with him and his buddies to build a frigate? Would you ever recommend that? Would you ever recommend someone to build a DD? Would you ever recommend someone to build a submarine? No. What would you recommend? Have them build a tank. What does the dive bomber counter? The freaking tanks. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure a dive bomber could blow up a Rinspear too. So the problem with the dive bomber is, once again, I'm not saying there's actually, I don't think the dive bomber is actually overpowered. I like the dive bomber by itself. We just need to have combat air patrols and stuff. The problem is the dive bomber feels so much more overpowered, whereas the small sect of colonial navy players are getting impacted with the potential of a torpedo bomber. Every single Warden player is getting killed in tanks on tank lines by dive bombers. Okay? I've seen new players show up to a front line. There's posts everywhere. They show up to a front line. They just play on the weekends. They play in the day. They have their little tank. They go up to the front line. They see nothing on intel. They see nothing in region chat. They see nothing on their radar. They see nothing on the radio. And one pass disabled, another pass dead. Their Armat tank that they've worked on is gone. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So when you have one weapon platform that can be so oppressive to the average player, where they spend a lot of time making, and that, you know, the war is like won on the ground, and everyone, you know, can say regiments win wars, randoms actually win wars. Regiments need randoms to fill in. If you don't have the randoms playing because they're getting burned out, because every single time they bring a tank up, it gets dive bomb sniped, it sucks, right? Like, it sucks. Am I off base with that? I think that's a very reasonable take. Like, because I've seen it. I don't think the dive bomber is overpowered. I think we need fighters to have more time in the air to counter them properly. I think that's a completely reasonable take. Let's be honest, prior to this war, Calling Navy had to come from a Krithia tournament, etc., where it takes you an hour to get a DD or sub out. Compare that to Speaking Woods or Callums. I think the cross, I wish we had the cross water hex. I think that hurts everyone. That's why my 3 teammates left the game after 2 weeks of playing. Are you serious? You guys were building tanks, you showed up and you just kept dying. You're like, dude, this game we'll come back later. How Wardens are overpopulated and underbuffed nowadays. I like how we're talking about something and you're like, okay, well, what about you guys are, you know, you guys have, dude, no one likes that stuff. Have you considered that scout torpedoes are OP? I said from Dev Branch, I think it's weird that one gets mines and one gets torpedoes. Just to clarify, when you say fighters, you mean both the Wardens and Collie? Yeah, dude, I think fighters, I think land-based fighters, I don't think the sea fighter should have any change of fuel consumption. It's a smaller fighter. It can get resupplied by the Mercy. I think Warden land-based fighters and Collie land-based fighters should have 8 more minutes of fuel time. So that way, both fighters can properly screen their assets. I think that is completely reasonable. I don't think the torpedo bomber needs a nerf. I don't think the dive bomber needs nerf. I think fighters need to have increased capabilities. I think radar needs to be better. I think the liaison transmitter is like the worst addition to the game. It's so annoying. It doesn't give you any intel. Like yesterday, we were doing our bombing runs, right? I actually just picked a regular radio because I'm not gonna see a freaking plane on that thing. I'd rather see intel. And then I can look out the window and see if I see a plane. Like, that's like, whatever. I'll use a regular radio. It's like, it's so bad. Why do Collies get higher queues into certain front lines and Wardens, but we still have respawn timers? They don't. It just depends it depends what hex, man. I mean, dude, we were getting smashed at Sanctum and I still had like a 30-second timer, right? Which is more impactful? Random new fellas getting their tank killed when they play on a weekend, or the Collie Navy Reggie getting their large ship torpedoed? Random new fellas getting their tank killed when they play on a weekend, because random new players will feed the war effort, because those people are constantly coming in. Everyone who's in a large regiment overestimates how important their regiment is. It is regiments are so important to set foundations of fronts and to set pushes and to set operations. But if you don't have random players to fill in the gaps and to fill in and to filter in to bring up random tank, like, it won't happen for both Collies and Wardens. You need to have new players. You need to have randoms do all that. And when you create something that burns out new players, especially something that feels not fair. I'm not even going to answer you right now. Jay Mixon, enjoy. How do we play 1 versus 3 all the time? Are you... This is... Are you just like constant victim complex? That's wild. Look. It's about the same. It's about the same, dude. Collie casualties, Warden casualties, logins. It's like about the same. You're actually faction brained. Stop. No one likes a person like that. One more issue I have with our fighter planes. Ours has 2 high velocity 20 mils. Your land base has 2 high velocities with a high velocity 14.5. Sea fighter has 375 high velocity. Seems we get absolutely melted by them. The 14.5 is kind of a meme because of how difficult it is to properly strafe with them. We've tried. We've nearly killed some AA guns with them, but the problem is, as you try to strafe with the 14.5, I think the 14.5 gets more people killed than it does kill things, because it gives people the confidence to do strafing runs on armored targets when typically the game hitches, or you'll clip something that you weren't quite aware of because something pops up or whatever. It's the 14.5 is like a cool idea. The 14.5 for maybe it shouldn't be like twice as long, but I think the 14.5 needs a little bit extra range, or I'd replace it with a drop tank or something. You know what burns out new players? Being unable to interact whatsoever with a third of the game. Imagine joining this game because big ships are cool, then realizing you aren't allowed to interact with it. What are you talking about, dude? But like you can join. There's naval operations all like, dude, crews on both sides all of the time are looking for players to join their ships. Like I think like just because you're a new player, I don't think you should get to do everything. Like I'm not trying to be toxic. I'm just trying to be honest, dude. It's a game that replicates the large war. You are a little cog in this war machine. Do you think you deserve to captain a ship? Did you make it? Did you spend 2 weeks making it? No, you didn't. You can do damage control. You can join the large ship, dude. You can hop in a landing craft. You weren't there. You didn't do it. You expect, like, honestly, someone who would play this game a couple hours every week, you expect to honestly, like, have a ship or something. Large ships are dead on the colonial faction now. I don't know what you want me to say. Just build it. I don't know. You know what? No, you know what? I agree. Colonial ships, you know what? I agree with you. You guys are skill issue. You guys lost a DD. I watched it happen. You guys lost a DD in Origin. You know why? Because the DD sailed. I watched this entire thing. When was it? It was like 2 weeks ago. I watched it. It shelled Gold Beach. It went all the way here. This was a Collie airfield, by the way. This was a Collie. There was no air cover, no colonial air cover. And I watched it get torpedoed for an hour. It went over here, no Collie air. Went over here, no Collie air. Went over here, no Collie air. Went over here, next to the spearhead. No colonial fighters came to save them. No Collie air. No Collie air, no Collie air. Over here, no colonial air. I wish I could find that. When was it? When was this war? When did we do it? Showing you MS Paint? No, I don't need to show it to you in MS Paint. I can show it to you for real. 200 meters. What a shot. Yeah, okay. I can show it to you for real. Okay, so this is I can show it to you for real, and I'm not even memeing here. So we are in, so there's gold here. Fort Fogwood, silver. Look, this is, you guys are, Collies are shelling Where'd it go? Oh, was it here? Oh, here we go. So look, this is the Kali Navy. Look at the Kali Navy here, okay? Look at the Kali Navy. Look at the Kali Navy. Do you know why you die to torpedo bombers? Because you have 18 million little AA boats and not a single fighter in the air. We are in hex of a colonial airfield. There is a colonial airfield off my screen, just like 300 meters away. Not a single colonial fighter is in the air. Okay? Not a single one. This is awesome. Use planes. If you use planes, planes die. So this happened, 26 minutes into this recording, okay? There is literally nothing happening. Those boats are a torp meat shield, by the way. Well, guess what? You could kill the scout planes if you had fighters. Just use planes against the dive bomber, no big deal. Do you guys not understand what I feel like talking to colonials sometimes about this is like the most, like, you guys are being so obtuse for like no reason. You know you have a ship here. You know you have a ship here. What kills airplanes? What kills airplanes? What kills airplanes? Airplanes. A fighter on the tail of a scout plane can die within 5 seconds. All right? Look, at the bottom of the screen, you can see, bottom left of the screen, there is an airfield here. This is a colonial hex, okay? I want to reiterate, this is a colonial hex. There's not a single fighter here. There's not one fighter here protecting the ships. This is a colonial hex. We harass these guys next to a colonial airfield. Not one fighter stops by, okay? We fly back. We chase the ship past the airfield. Past the airfield. Like we're literally 100, 200 meters away, and there is no fighters here. There is no fighters here. So if you want your ships to survive, you have to use air power. And that's the same thing. Like, if we want our tanks to survive, we have to use air power. But the problem is the air power for something as like in place as a frigate or a DD is going to be different to a tank, right? Like a ship is going to operate in the same area for however long, right? You can have screens. If you have an airfield right now, you can screen against torpedoes. Like you're right here. Like a dive bomber just goes in, blop, whatever. If you guys are on Twitch, yeah, no, it's YouTube chat is apparently colonials like YouTube instead of Twitch. But what I'm saying is, you cannot tell me that the colonial navy is dying to torpedo bombers when I watched a DD sail from Oarbreaker. They staged an invasion shelling. They had not one single aircraft covering them. They flew by not one colonial airfield. They then went into Stemma Landing. Yeah, we'll go here. They went into Stemma Landing. They flew by a second colonial airfield. Not one plane came to help them. Not one. And this isn't, and you guys are saying, oh, well, like, how would we get the fighters there? You know where your own frigate is. They're next to airfields. It's actually a lot easier for you guys to QRF this than it is for us because we had to fly multiple hexes. And the DD, do you know where the DD was killed? We then chased it. We chased the DD into Origin. This is Origin. Finally, we get Colonial fighters. But do you know what they did? They flew back to air cover. They flew back, like I started turning and I'm like, yes, let's fight. Let's dogfight. Let's do this. Like I'm so excited to fight a Kali fighter. The moment we start fighting, they just go away. Like the fighter literally left. The fighter left. He left the airspace. And so he allows the torpedoes to still do stuff. It's like, I don't know. So out of all of this, you have 3 hexes. You have 3 hexes of like Orbreaker, Stemma, Origin. You have 3 hexes where Colonials don't have any fighter protection. He was outnumbered. Are you expecting a single fighter to try and fight multiple Warden fighters? We are in Origin, bro. We are in Origin. Do you know, like, we don't have fuel. Okay, first of all, I think it's skill issue if we are in... It's skill issue if we are literally in Origin and we are outnumbering you. You're expecting an air QRF for Colonials, but not for Wardens? It is a large ship. It is a large ship, bro. I mean, this is... It doesn't matter. You guys, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to have like an honest conversation with you guys. And you're like, well, yeah, obviously Wardens would have more planes in our hex. What do we expect to do? Drive ships and fly planes? We can't do all of that. You guys are absolute idiots. It's just like, it's stupid. It's stupid. It doesn't matter. Like I think I think we've had pretty reasonable conversations, but I hate combat. I get what you're trying to say, but may have just been the timing where people weren't ready to respond. This is what I'm trying to reiterate. If you are deploying a large ship with that amount of, like, there were like 20 ships, dude. There are like 20 ships in that invasion. So why not have some fighters? 4 bombs every 15 minutes is impossible to QRF and destroys entire Warden armor columns. Doesn't matter. You guys are just being like on purpose faction brain. It's okay. I literally have said that a dive bomber can just wait and just chill. Die! Get back here! Come on! Oh, I got him!
Fuck you!
But I like the crux of my argument is that the Navy has never won the Colonials, the war, and or the average person just enjoyment in Foxhole. Like that's the whole point, right? The average player does not use and cannot make a frigate. or DD, the average player can make a tank and can feel like they're helping out the war with a tank. I have literally watched dive bombers enter a hex for 30 seconds, kill a tank, and then leave. And because of how fuel consumption is, and because of how radar and intel is, there's actually no countering that. Because once again, you can just fly around for like for a couple minutes. You'll see that the fighters leave, and then you go back in for your dive bomber run. So you'd have to have like multiple fighters sitting on your tanks
They big the way? They big
every few minutes on every single front. A tank is a lot cheaper and easier to make. How long does it take to make a tank? From beginning to end, out of curiosity.
Brother, you're bleeding. Oh, I'm bleeding.
I have been killed in a torpedo bomber. Like if a collie fighter was on my tail within 3 seconds. And then my torpedo bomber was killed. Because that's what it is. It's a lot easier. So here's the thing.
Do they come?
Why would let me ask you this question. Why would someone deploy a torpedo bomber? Like, why would someone deploy like I'm Warden, I have a torpedo bomber. Why would I all of a sudden start deploying a torpedo bomber?
Boys, kill the watchtowers.
Why?
It's very important.
Why would I do that?
Copy.
To kill a large ship, right?
Remember that.
So, if you have a large ship, you should have fighter coverage, right? If you are already getting around 30 to 40 people to deploy with your large ship operation, wouldn't it make sense to have a few people on fighters? Wouldn't it make sense? So now you're saying that, and also the fighters, the colonial fighters, they can take off from carriers. They can take off from carriers so they can move while protecting the ship. They all move together. So you constantly have, you could actually have proper combat air patrols because you're constantly landing, taking off, constantly landing, blah, 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 right? If a fighter, okay, if I want to protect Farinac Coast from dive bombers, where do I have to go? I have to either deploy Nevish Line or the Reach. I have to fly 2 minutes to get in Hex and then find the dive bomber. In the 2 minutes it takes for me to deploy, I get to the front, the dive bomber's gone. So I just wait. Like, okay, well, the dive bomber will be back, right? The dive bomber just goes, hey, do you guys still see the fighter? They're like, no, I saw him leave. And so he goes, okay, I go back in. Like, no, the Warden fighter can't land on terrain. No, you have to land on an airstrip. Small groups of people shouldn't be punished for not having enough people in the regiment. They are with the dive bomber.
Oh, it's MoiDawg.
Oh
my god, it's MoiDawg.
Wait, let me check. I'm good to get out.
Sea fighters can land on the water. Okay. Okay. Where are tank lines? Like, that's not an even argument. Sea fighters can actually protect tank lines because they can land on water. Doesn't even make sense. I suck at infantry combat. I'm a colonial. I agree with Moy. No fighter cover equals D for DD equals skill issue. Charlie Collies are Charlie. Oh man, dude, Charlie colonials saying they're smarter than able colonials. That's what I like. Just give both sides dive bombers and torpedo bombers. Maybe we can all stop talking about this. That wouldn't solve any problem though. We need more fuel, I think. Yeah, you can steal people's guns, yeah. What's your favorite milsim? Foxhole, 100%. Why does the game have 2 servers? Population. Otherwise, every single thing would be queued. Personally, I think having 2 servers actually makes the stats of who wins wars and who loses wars. I think it doesn't make any sense. Because whenever one side starts winning or losing a war, then they'll just go play the other side. So I don't think it's like Charlie, like I think colonials have like a 60 or 70% win rate on Charlie. And they have like a 48% win rate on Able. Fighters with more fuel would hurt collies more? No, it should do the same thing. It should help with their complaints for the torpedo bomber because you could have proper air screens. Like, it would help everyone. Large ships are more important than tanks. That is not true. I mean, on the water, yeah. I've never seen a large ship win Deadlands. I've never seen a large ship win the war. Large ships are not more important than tanks. The average person playing this game, like this is the large regimental thinking. Your large ships are important. Having a better Navy 1,000,000% helps. 1,000,000% helps. Of course it does. But at some point, you have to take VPs that are on land. At some point, you have to have operations where the average player who wakes up in the morning, who doesn't think about Foxhole, who does their life, who then comes over at night and then logs on to help push a front, that can be helpful. "32 people queued for the defense of Foxcatcher." Oof. It's the Foxhole layout, Jedi, for the classified screen. Just for Foxhole. What's up, dude? Our super secret colonial scientists are working on getting our large ships to traverse land and take the Deadlands. Just you wait. Like, where are the VPs here? There's one in Potty Peak. Like, I think saying that large ships don't help is disingenuous. Like, I think that doesn't make any sense. Obviously, if you can own the flanks,
Yow.
like that is,
Yow.
whoa, that is very important, obviously. What are your thoughts on the DD that died in 5 seconds to 2 torpedo bombers? Had 7+ fighters, AA boats, torps just went under them, and a very vet crew. You should have turned. I don't know. Yeah, stuff happens in war. Sometimes the torpedo bombers get through. Yeah, that's that very good job. The bombers that were made specifically to kill ships killed the ship. What do you want me to say? If you guys had better intel, if radar arrays actually worked, if liaison transmitters weren't garbage, if you were able to have proper fighter screens and have 8 more minutes of fuel time on your fighters, that probably wouldn't have happened. So yeah, I you know, it's just what it is. That's I don't know what you want me to say. A torpedo bomber, 2 torpedo bombers killed a DD. Yeah, that makes sense. They're massive torpedoes. How come the same logic can't be applied to dive bombers? They're designed to kill. Okay, I feel like we're missing something. Trying to ask multiple fighters to constantly patrol every tank line in Foxhole is ridiculous. Trying to have 2 fighters over every single tank line in Foxhole is crazy. Okay? If you are moving a large ship, you should put the resources in to screen that ship for the hour or 2 that you have an operation. All those extra AA boats could have been running a carry with the fighters. Yeah, like you said it yourself. The AA boats, we had like 8 AA boats, and the torpedoes just went right through them. Dude, if you had fighters, it might have helped. I don't know. But like trying to ask, like right now, there are probably hundreds of tanks on the front line right now. Like hundreds of tanks. So you're asking hundreds of fighters to constantly being patrolling when every 6 minutes they have to fly back and they have to fuel. And the dive bomber can kill everything within like 2 seconds. I think anytime 2 people can kill a 40-man op with very little counterplay, that's an issue. Dude, I just shoot the, like, the Colonials have been complaining about scout plane hitboxes since Dev Branch. The torpedo bomber has it's a giant barn. It's the side. It's made out of paper, dude. You can kill it within 3 seconds. It is one of the largest hitboxes in the game. Moy's just following the script from Warden War Department. Disagree with the colleagues always. I've literally said I think both fighters should have 8 more minutes of fuel so they can have easier job screening. But I think they're like, y'all are choosing to ignore the fact that if you are moving a large ship, that isn't just a random movement. Like that's crazy. You like randoms don't just move a large ship into a hex. That's an operation. That is a floating city of destruction with 40 people on it. So why, like, if you know a torpedo bomber is going to come after you, use the one thing that you know for a fact will kill it easily. It's a fighter. You don't even have to search for it. You can be on the like the edge of the hex the moment it comes over. You can have scouts ahead. Like it's just crazy. The fact that it can't understand protecting one objective for 1 to 2 hours versus protecting an entire front 24 hours is insane. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to convey. And I think they're just being disingenuous. It's crazy. I am not saying losing a DD isn't is a good thing. I'm not saying that it isn't okay to waste all those resources, but dive bombers are killing fronts every single day, every single tank. Battle tanks even can get killed within like 3 shots basically. And even if the battle tank doesn't get killed, it's usually on an active front that then their resources, you know, infantry or other tanks can take advantage of. It is such a huge force multiplier. It's just wild to me that you don't think torp bombers are oppressive. It's extremely pop intensive to bring a long ship on its own, much less provide fighter cover for it. Then imagine you're trying to land. I don't know what you want me to say. Take 2 more people that you would have in damage control or dicking around on the deck and get them in a fighter plane. It's not crazy. I've seen ships like that. It's just make 2 more spots. I don't know, man. If dive bombers are so oppressive, how come fronts are stagnant? Oh, dude, this is an update war. People are not sleeping. People are not touching grass. People are no-lifing this. I have a beard, okay? I have a beard. That's how serious this war is. You talk like collies have dive bombers 24/7 harassing tank lines, barely saw anyone during Sanctum push. That thing had like a 30-person queue on the Colonial side, and 3 bombers came in and obliterated the entire field. You make it sound like collies can just bomb everything everywhere. I'm at the point where it's like, I feel like I am being gaslit into where people say we have hundreds of large ships that are just all over the place. And there are hundreds of torpedo bombers all over the place. And we can't even look at the water unless if the moment we look at the water, a torpedo plane comes out of nowhere and just shoots us. Dude, there are tanks all over the front. Dive bombers killed our CV yesterday. Or 2 days ago. We were on a push. Dive bomber killed 2 tanks and a CV. Like, what? Dive bomber also dropped on one of the artillery pieces and killed some crew in there. Like, it is so flexible, man. I don't care how many torpedoes, bombers it takes to kill a large ship. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter to me. There's a reason every Warden naval vet Reggie thinks torp bombers are oppressive. I'm not sure if you're just out of the loop or it's been years of factionalism, but both planes are an issue. Have I said that both planes aren't an issue? Or have I said that the best way to counter them would be to give both planes 8 more minutes of fuel? But the Colonials right now have an advantage because the torpedo bomber is specifically made to counter one thing, the large ship. Everybody, Colonial and Warden, knows when a large ship is operating. If everybody knows when a large ship is operating, why not have a fighter patrol for 2 hours? It's crazy. It's crazy. They clipped you. The Collie Naval Goons are mad. The Collie Naval Goons don't exist. Apparently they exist on Charlie. I should go hang out on Charlie Shard and actually see. Apparently the Charlie Colonials have the balls to actually build carriers and do fighter screens and stuff. I don't know. It only takes 1 to 2 torpedo bombers to kill a large ship. That's like the most. Then fine, stop making large ships. Just stop. Every time, you know how many storm cannon 300 mils does it take to dehusk a BB? How many storm cannon like 300 millimeter rounds does it take to dehusk a tier 1 BB? We should just stop making BBs under storm cannon range. No, I'm still gonna do it. It's just stop making tanks then should be a fair argument. That's wild. That's like absolutely wild. You know what's interesting? I wish there was has there been a colonial navy? I'm gonna ask this question, and I want you guys to honestly answer me. Since the Naki has existed, has there been a colonial navy that has been effective? I want you to answer me that. Yeah, has there been a colonial navy that's been effective, that has that whatever? I have a video of a regiment killing a torpedo bomber with 1 fighter and 1 scout on its tail. Dude, it's paper, Meta. You know, because you actually try to do it. Exactly. There have been one, but it hasn't been very effective. But Wardens are better overall. Okay, yes, we killed 23 battleships and lost 0 during the Fingers War. Okay. Why aren't you doing the same thing? Why? Like, why? Why? So, okay, so you're saying that the Warden Navy is so oppressive, the Colonials will never win. Is that what you're saying? When was the Trident was awful for years, subs were king of PV. Okay. So we're establishing that the Warden Navy is so powerful that it will negate the Colonial Navy. And because of that, because one side's Navy is out of the question, then they will always win. Is that what you're saying? Stop talking and play. I'm in queue. I gotta wait. How many? I don't even know how many wars have won. Over the past couple, when did Navy come out? When did Navy come out? 20. So we Wardens won a war. Wardens won 2 wars. Collies won a war. Wardens won a war. Wardens won a war. Collies won a war. So 4 to 2. 2 to 3. 5, 6, 4. And then that was like a year ago. And then, so it's like a 20% difference, okay? So there is, maybe it's like Wardens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 wins to 5. I wouldn't really count an 11-day war anything. So it's like 6 wars to 5 wars, right? I mean, if if the Warden Navy was so important and so oppressive, then why does it matter? It's like 50-50. Well, I have a actually different question. Hold on a second. Do we know, does Charlie have stats here? Colonials, Warden, Colonials, none, Colonials, Warden, Colonials. Actually, you know what? The Colonials have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The Colonials have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Colonials have won 8 out of the last 12 wars on Charlie. So if the Colonials have what's that? What? 8 divided by 12, a 67% win rate on one shard and about 50% win rate on another shard. Wouldn't that actually say that the Colonials on the new player shard are kind of OP? Wouldn't that say that there's actually an imbalance here? That's because Charlie calling Navy is Warden Navy Vet SEAL clubbing. Charlie doesn't do as much late game production, or at least at scale. Can we stop pretending that Charlie is playing the same game? I don't know. Dude, I'm sorry, man. If you have a large ship, if one torpedo bomber kills you, how did that torpedo bomber get there? Bro, you don't have scouts ahead. You don't have fighters ahead. Win rate doesn't matter. Low pop war skew things. Go to Charlie and open public stockpile and then compare against an able stockpile. Well, I mean, I'm being a little facetious here. I personally think Charlie should be closed. I think Charlie is horrible for the game. I'm of the opinion that when one side gets bored of losing their little front, instead of logging back in to try to grind it out and try to make fun in whatever part they are, they would go to the other shard to just dick around. And so I think having Charlie shard actually speeds up the process at which a side loses, and it decreases their tolerance for burnout. Because they're like, oh, dude, screw this. Let's build some tanks on Charlie and we'll come back in 3 weeks. So I actually think Charlie is a self-fulfilling prophecy of making Able worse. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion, but I think Charlie is the worst thing to happen to the game. If no Charlie, you'll have 100, 150 people. No, I know it's a necessary evil. Like, I get that. I understand server limits and whatever. I get it. I know it's a necessary evil. I don't like it. I think Charlie encourages both sides to lose quicker or win quicker. And it makes that one guy who you've been hanging out with all war, the moment his base dies or whatever, he'll either won't log on or he'll just go dick around on Charlie. And because there's another way to play Foxhole that is just kind of chill. So I think Charlie should complete different map. Yeah, like if you want Charlie should be something that is like Relic War or what's the thing? Harvest, Dead Harvest or something. Like Charlie should be like kind of weird. Like so that way people can have fun, but you know, if you want to play the war, you do it on Able. What is going on in Pleading Wharf? The hell? Are you guys on Pleading Wharf? What the hell's I just got into Hex. What the hell's going on in here?
So SCM brought down like a few many thousand rounds and 2 SPGs. And so did somebody else brought down a few many. Basically, yeah, there's 2 people here with a combined total of like 10,000 150s.
Got it. I am running in the rain to you right now.
It's kind of working. I don't know. We'll see.
They need it for Steam numbers because resistant phase screws up their visibility on Steam. Yeah, I think.
Whilst I was doing stuff in the ammo factory, SCM drove by, and I was like, "Oh, hey guys, do you need to get in? Like, as in to use the train part?" And they were
They're like,
"Oh,
surprise."
Yeah, can we park here for 5 minutes?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." It's like, "Okay, we'll pay you in MSUPs." It's like, oh, "Okay."
Bridge down again.
The comparison on naval imbalance not being a factor because Charlie Colonials have one more as bad faith.
Just where crates of bombs. So we'll just do that.
It's making that comparison because people are not accepting the more reasonable comparison. Yeah, as I'm being very facetious with my Charlie comparison. I'm like on purpose, like I don't actually believe that.
But yeah, and then about an hour later,
Just trying to show that's kind of ridiculous.
CDG or whatever the other guys are, CDO came by with a train, and again it was like another 15-car train loaded with 150.
I'm very new to the game. I'll admit to knowing next to nothing.
Very soft.
The Charlie. Hold on a second. Would Charlie be better for me? Dude, honestly, like, I don't know if this is just like an old way of thinking. Like, just play and get creamed. Like, you're gonna get screwed. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose fights. The only way that I got better at games when I grew up was by losing. And I feel like we're in this like weird society thing where like you have to be nice to people, and being nice means you don't let them like lose. Like being nice to someone is showing them how the game is played and showing them how to get better at it. And you do not get better at it by dicking around on Charlie, not using MSUPs, building dumbass LARP bases. Freaking like, it's like you will actually get super bad habits, and it makes people actually think less of the Charlie regiments, whether that's good or bad. But when someone sees an operation on Charlie, they inherently know that the base probably didn't have a meta build. The base probably, maybe someone didn't even have diesel in their OBS bunker or something. There was no QRF. There was no X or Y or Z or whatever. So it's like, it's not necessarily like, oh, that's not cool, because Foxhole I think is inherently cool. And I think even if it's on Charlie, doing things in Foxhole is cool, but it takes away from the legitimateness. Oh, hey, look, it's a dive bomber. Let's see. This is where I would say if you are doing a SPG op, you should have fighters in the air. That is actually one of the most skill issue dive bombers I've ever seen. How did he miss that? How did he miss that? How did that dude miss that?
Do it for Skibidi, guys. Let's go. I'm gay, I like balls.
Je vais mon spawn.
Vas-y. On a le temps.
Do we have a fighter in the air?
Quelqu'un peut monter avec du bimat en réparateur? En ingé? Pareil sur l'autre, il faut à l'intérieur tu peux réparer en tant qu'ingénieur. Voilà, là où est dans le bien.
If this dive bomber was actually good, he could have killed those. Like he missed 2 shots and then hit different targets. But I would say the same thing to SPGs. If you are doing an SPG op, you should have fighter cover. 100%. Oh wait, nothing happened? Dude, the only one hit that he hit actually disabled the turret. He missed all of his other shots. Is the bridge up?
Bridge is up. Yeah.
All right, all right.
But yeah, they're just constant gas.
I mean, we have two flaks, but yes, no. I am of the opinion that if you're doing an SPG op, yeah, you should have flat coverage, which they do. An EMG right above the pit would 100% work, and you should have fighter coverage. If you're doing an op, you should protect your assets with air, 100%. So if they lose their SPGs because they don't have fighter coverage, it does sound like they have fighter coverage, or at least scout coverage. Oh. Like they're missing. I don't understand, bro.
They've already killed it, and they had a BB building it. But whilst they were building it, a fucking bomber came in and wiped them out.
That's pretty metal, actually. That
is.
That is pretty cool. How can I get this over here?
So fucking hard.
Like he's missing. They've missed every shot. Like I don't. Am I crazy here? I don't think these bombers. Can I squeeze past here? No. Dive bombers do actually not have dispersion. They do not. They aim where you.
It's for the bridge. It's for the bridge. MoiDawg.
Is it okay? Oh, I can't.
No.
If you can move this, if you can move this, I'll move it up. We can't scoot by with that crane. They changed dispersion? All right, cool. Then they need to dive bomb better. Oh wait, one's dead. Never mind, they did kill it. There you go. Dive bomber killed an SPG. There you go.
Seems like they're down to one SPG.
Yeah, one got killed, I think.
Wait, an SPG died?
I only see one. And I saw dive bombers. Yep.
God damn.
Can I bring this EMG up to the edge of the bridge?
Potentially. There's 3 tanks down there at the moment.
Watch yourself, dogs. I don't want to block you in.
Bah, c'est pareil du groupe médical. Il y a les deux.
Great. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know.
Is there ammo in the crane? Is there ammo in the crane?
I don't know.
There was earlier. Knocked the ammo.
No.
I'll bring some up. Give me a minute.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. What's crazy is that there's obviously fighters in the air. I think there's actually scout planes. I don't think they have fighters in the air. If I were to critique this, I would say if you're running an SPG op, you know your asset is going to be here. You should have fighter coverage. Like you have 2 out, and the moment those 2 are going to fuel, you should have 2 more take its place. Like you need to have fighter coverage when you're doing this. 1,000,000%. You should have scouts looking around. And you should have fighter coverage. I will say you're not wrong about pre-planning and having adequate response to counter, but I do think that Wardens already have the advantage when it comes to naval, and the Torp Bomber widened that gap. For tank battles, the advantage was slightly less skewed, so the balance gap was smaller with the dive bomber. I would still disagree, because the Colonials have never power spiked with naval. Like, the Colonials have never said, wow, our DDs are here, we're now going to win the war. Wardens, though, they've said, wow, our outlaws are here, we're now going to win the war. Now we say, wow, our outlaw just died to 1 dive bomber that we didn't see or have any intel on. Like, so it's... I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong, but I think you're undervaluing the effect that a lot of Wardens will not play until tanks tech. A lot of Wardens this war did not play until tanks teched, and then their tank got deleted, and they said, all right, I'll be back when we get, like, SPA. Like, I'll see you later. So, Wardens collectively say the Outlaws are worst tank? Okay. The Outlaw is so flexible. It's so easy. It has great range. It's great for PvE. It's great for PvP. It only takes 2 people if you want it, not 3. It's like... It is such a great tank, dude. You tell the Wardens that? I don't... I love Outlaws. I think as the game has progressed, there's some differences, but yeah. What do you think about AI AA? I don't know if that would be good. If it was like an EMG thing, then yeah, I think that'd be reasonable. You know, if it hit, you know, if you're around 40 meters and you're trying to fly low and it has EMG type fire. I'm gonna be completely honest. I forgot I even did that. So hold on. I just look menacingly. Look menacingly.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Well, so also one thing that is really interesting is that the what's it called? Our Highwayman got completely erased with the AT changes. The Highwayman can't actually kill tanks anymore, which I think is pretty wild. I don't have a truck. I'm bringing you 1 box of 20 mil. Just whenever people respawn, just bring a box of 20 mil up. The Highwayman used to be awesome. Like going in and then just disabling stuff and zooming around. Highwayman was like a super meme. Where are you putting it? Oh, moving it up?
I'm moving it over here.
Okay. Here, 20 mils in the crane.
I'll deal with it.
20 mils in the crane.
Nice, 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 nice.
Get in the relic, let's go. Are we actually gonna take this? Get in, get in, get in. Save me, Sebastos! Oh my god! My hero!
There's so much gas.
My hero!
No Bluetooth. Medic?
Oh, no plasma! My medic needs a medic! 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 My medic needs a medic! No plasma!
How did he kill you?
Un medic. Bandage, bandage. Non, il y a un bandage. Eh, plus de plasma qu'il veut. Ah merde.
Ah, it's just a high caliber smooch.
I feel very smooth.
Excuse me, I don't want to shoot you.
You said bring 20 mil?
Please move.
Thank you, Sebastos. I'll respawn and bring you some plasma.
Dude, I'm spotting
you.
for the artillery.
No, I just don't want to shoot you in the back of the head by accident.
Oh my goodness. Is this actually gonna happen?
Like I don't know, man. They had it before. They had the CD. It was tapping away. You know, that bomber came in and I was like, oh.
I'm just saving all I can now. I don't want bridge fights anymore.
Wait, more. Didn't you want the 20 mil?
Let's bring the 20 mil up to the EMG.
Alright. As soon as I know I'm not going to shoot my friendlies in the back, I'll start firing. But look, what's going on out there?
I was primary tank player in Warden, but I switched to air and naval unless we have total air supremacy. Simply not worth risking taking all the time to arm and drive up a tank and dies in 2 seconds.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the second SP
Yeah.
is down probably.
Just another day.
Like I think people don't realize how disheartening it is if you are a relatively newer player or a solo player. When you build a tank, you don't just build the tank. You then spend the next probably 20 minutes rearming it, getting your crew, deploying, and then when a dive bomber can like insta delete you, it does suck, and it happens very frequently. But because it happens way more frequently, it is more oppressive for the overall morale of Wardens, because the average person will always experience that. The average person will always get absolutely smoked in a dive bomber. The average person will never see a torpedo bomber.
They've got a dive bomber flying around.
Okay. Bro, I can't get over it. Two comparisons don't make any sense, then it's not, and then I'm going to be completely honest, it is no longer worth having this conversation if you can't see that something that affects everyone all of the time, 24/7, is more oppressive. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we're moving on and we're done.
There's now a 3-tank line pushing.
Ours? There's.
Ouais, je mets de la fer. Vas-y, vas-y.
The comparisons 1,000,000% make sense because
Careful on the
of
east.
how frequent the tanks will, our tanks, speaking of, the tanks will get killed, and how frequently entire fronts will collapse because tanks get killed. So, like, tanks win wars. Naval ops help. Tanks win wars. Naval ops help. I don't think dive bombers should be nerfed. I don't. I'm being genuine when I say that. I do not think dive bombers should be nerfed. I think fighters should just have more fuel. Medic, I have some have plasma for you guys, medics. Medic.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see if I can get through the queue and bring this one.
How do Wardens win the East? Is it with tanks or Navy? How do people win the war? Is it with VPs or islands?
Deux reprises, j'ai pu sticky les tanks. Ah, pas mal.
Like you.
Bien joué. Mais dis que le combat, si.
Ouais, je m'étais
Like
planqué dans la
if okay, here's my question. If the torpedo bomber is that effective, why don't we have the Fingers and Piper's Enclave? I'm just, if you want to complain that you guys don't have islands, you literally have islands. We are literally not winning the East. Nice beard, thank you. It's my War 132 beard. Shouldn't shave until Wardens win? Ha. No one is saying dive bomber is an OP. I am. I don't think the dive bomber is OP. I like the fact that you said no one is saying dive bomber isn't OP means that you actually aren't listening to me. I don't think the dive bomber is OP. I don't think it is. I think it just has more of an effect on the war than the torpedo bomber does. I agree. The regiments in the East suck. Bridge is at 45%. We need reps. $37%. Bro, I don't know if I've had a stream where I have had more direct hits with artillery. The Artie is stream sniping.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, bomber.
For fuck's sake.
They use the bomber on the bridge.
Yep.
That's impressive. The bomber bombed the bridge. They need it's. We'll see if the bomber survives the flak. And it's being hit by fighters, I think.
I mean, we can hope it dies.
Do you talk about toxic French?
Is it just a single bomber that is arresting?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where
Yeah.
the fuck is that coming from? What airport is close enough for him? It has to be from Stemmer.
Emma isn't here too, so it can all go take off from there.
It's been a while since he last came past, so
Bon,
he's
bah,
not
arrive. Hein.
that close.
Closest origin or the harbor.
Triple tank de Felb.
Origin is so far for him.
Last stand.
Yeah, oh, they got here to got the stem idea, but it was really bad since it wasn't here. Franklin's already
I'm
on.
gonna pull on a scout and go into investigate it to see if I can patrol. Give a heads up.
Oh. How did I miss him right in front of me? I don't understand infantry combat. Never will. I don't I don't understand. Somehow Wardens were fine for years with exclusive weapons on their side. Oh my.
Rail bridge?
Yeah, rail bridge is up.
The entire Warden, I think Wardens would trade the Naki and the Cutler for Lunaire. And we would trade the Sea Fighter and the Naki for a Dive Bomber. Easy. Easy. Like, not even... We would give you the Torpedo Bomber. We'd give you the Torpedo Bomber for the Lunaire. What about the years when you had Cutler and ATR versus nothing? Well, what about the years where, you know, you won with the MPT? Or just whataboutism is like so stupid, dude. It's like, I don't... You mean when you had IS... What about the years... Do you remember? Like, what about the time where, like, the ISG and Lamentum were BMAT weapons and you spammed the entire front with them and just obliterated everything by day 4 or 5 or whatever? It's like, dude, what about that one time where the devs implemented something that kind of sucked for my faction? What about the time that... What about the time... Dude, I don't care, man. It's so stupid. Like, it doesn't matter. Jesus Christ. What about the open top gumbo for 2 years? What about that one time where the Chinese players were on and I wasn't awake during that time zone and they killed my base and it sucked and I hated it. What about the years where Wardens had sharp rocks and Collies had a dull rock? I like that time. I like that time. Unironically, the one dive bomber here probably won this front. I think SCM had scout cover instead of fighter coverage, which is sucks. I don't think Colonials would appreciate RSC and SPG ops being instantly deleted by Warden Dive Bomber. You don't even need to dive. You just use Tremolas. Like, if you want to kill RSCs, you just get, like, within visual range on your monitor, and you kill it with Tremolas. You don't even need Dive Bombers.
Hey!
We're on the big server.
Matou,
SPGs are awesome. I love SPGs.
Hein? Matcha?
Matcha quoi?
I had no idea it was this bad when you stream, having so many Reddit arguments over Foxhole. Yeah, welcome to it.
Reset going or what, but the amount of pressure here has gone down a lot.
Yeah. It's good effort.
Keeping the pressure up, or we're not.
I mean, at the end of the day, extract the relic, so.
It never got tapped, just almost.
Yeah, if they were running this SPG op, they should have had fighter coverage instead of scouts. It would have probably saved the op, to be honest. Yeah, one of the SPGs died, and then, I mean, if the bomber came multiple times, should have had fighters.
Yeah, that's the second time I've seen the bomber.
Yeah, fighters should have been here, 100%.
Oh, they also had storm cannon shot.
No, I don't think so. Never heard any
No,
storm.
no,
Storm cannon fired away before.
Only fair thing is to let the dive bomber passengers shoot
No, no, no.
Lunairs.
The enemy.
True,
The
dude.
enemy.
The enemy had storm cannon?
True,
Yeah,
dude. That'd make it better. Scouts don't cover, they scout. Yeah, no, if you're running an op like this, you need to have you should have fighter coverage, 100%. Maxter, what are you doing, buddy? Come on, get out of here. Will collies have tremolas? I've never seen one piece of equipment hard carry anything in game more than the Lunaire. Even when Cutlers, we were pushing, so everyone just says use Cutler for AT. There was an MPT, what was it, like 2 days ago? It bounced. We had 7 shots. Hold on a second. I want to see this here. Where was it? Was it yesterday? When was it? I think it was here. Hold on a second. Cutler, where are you, Cutler? I think it was at night. Maybe. Don't think. I hope I can find it. Maybe not. Can't find it. I have to look through it. What does a Cutler bouncing on a tank have to do Lunaires? What I'm saying is people say that you can Cutler anything, right? Like Cutler is, you can use it for PvE, but you can also use it for armor. It's not very good because it doesn't pin reliably. The Lunaire with the Grenadier uniform can, well, it's not amazing at everything. The Lunaire can scare tanks away because they don't want to get tracked by the tremola. It pushes infantry out of trenches because it spams so much gas. It outranges, I think, every single infantry tool. The Lunaire can scare tanks. It can scare infantry. It can kill bunkers. It can push lines because of gas. It is the best partisan tool. It is one of the highest rate of fire weapons that is not fully automatic in game. It is one of the longest reaching infantry handheld tools in game. It pairs well with the Grenadier outfit perfectly, so you can fire, what, 18 grenades. It doesn't have the RPG aiming, so you can always, you know, usually hit where you want to hit. It can fire over objects. I mean, there's like the amount of time it takes for someone. Oh, it rarely gets retaliated because you fire, the tremolo bounces, and then you get out of range, and then you never get shot at. The average new player will die with a cutler, whereas the average new player will stay alive with their lunaire. Obviously, yeah, I see people die with lunaires all the time. I mean, it's like RPG aiming is skill issue. Like, nerf lunaire and buff cutler. You don't need a buff cutler. You literally, like, the lunaire is the most busted thing in Foxhole. What do you do then? In a perfect world, every person who plays Colonial has the game permanently removed from their accounts, and peace comes to Siva. That's my perfect world. Just to adjust the arc limit on the lunaire. That would probably work. It shouldn't, like, I think a rifle grenade, I feel like the rifle grenade should outrange the lunaire. Like, I don't know. Ability to shoot smoke in front of the bunker pieces. Yeah, you can just smoke, smoke, smoke. Tremolo, tremolo, tremolo. Gas, gas, gas. And the entire front line. Like, tremolo blobs are crazy. Cutler rushes on concrete is still very good. You're, like... Would you rather have a lunaire or a cutler? I want you to honestly say, you can have one tool for the rest of your life. Would you like a lunaire or a cutler? Cutler? You're actually, I'm banning you for saying that, actually. I don't even, if this is the first thing, it's the second thing you've ever said. I'm just banning you because you're a piece of garbage that I honestly, it's not even worth talking with you. You're actually, like, banned. Banned. Like, you're actually just being disingenuous. It's the second thing you've ever said in my chat is you would prefer, if you had one tool for the rest of your life, would be a cutler to lunaire. You are actually a factionless piece of garbage. And I will never have a conversation with you. That's wild, dude. That is actually victim complex brain. Like, you banned. Out of here. Gone. And, like, colonials would rather have the lunaire. Wardens would rather have the lunaire. Cutler, because, okay, if your reason for liking the cutler is for the vibe of the cutler, you know what? I like that. I'm fine with that. I like that. If you just like to have a big ass RPG, like, you know what? Sure. You or I don't speak for all collies in lunaire. I guarantee you, if for one war the colonials had cutlers and RPGs, and wardens had lunaires and tremolo, colonials would be in shambles. Like, actually crash out. Like hard crash out. I guarantee you. hard. The Lunaire is one of the worst things to ever happen in Foxhole. I say that as someone who nerfed Bombstone. Boom. All right, this ain't gonna happen. Guys, as much fun as I'm having with you guys, with our little bants here, I have to go be a dad, and I get to coach my daughter's soccer team, and we won 12-1 last week. So we gotta get some drills in. We gotta get some drills in today. I gotta go. I so badly want the devs to switch color. You and a lot of people, Rogue. You and a lot of people. What about us, Dad? We're the real kid. I know. Trust me, I understand that wardens are men and collies are little children. I get it, okay? Trust me, we all know it, all right? I hope y'all had a wonderful day. It was super fun helping out with Sanctum's Last Stand. Fun trying to get over the bridge of pleading. I'm out of here. Oh, we're getting blasted with bombers again. If it's your first time stopping by the stream, always appreciate the follow. That way you get notified when I come online. We'll be back here tomorrow. I'm hoping I'll have the War 132 Battle of Koskinla. Maybe tomorrow, if not Friday. Like I'm already almost done with it. It was way easier to edit now that I've done some pre-work on stuff. So if you guys are watching the War 132 series, episode should be out either tomorrow or Friday. On YouTube, we're gonna have an Eye in the Sky out tonight. And that's it. I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. We'll be back here tomorrow on live stream. We'll do some more Foxhole. Bye. We're Seal Club and Soccer. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye.